Welcome to this Canva for Beginners tutorial. I'll be going through the Canva Basics, shortcuts, templates and Canva Pro features. Let's get started. Go to canva.com or just click the link in the description and it will bring you to this website. At the bottom you can download Canva for desktop and for mobile. We're just going to be using the web version. Go to sign up and sign up with your preferred method. After signing up, you will be on your Canva dashboard. On your left is recommended for you, which are all pre-made templates. You can find all of your designs. If you work with people, you will use this tab as well as the Create a Team tab. The brand kit is where you can upload your brand logos, the colors, as well as change the heading styles. The content planner is for scheduling and managing the content you want to upload to any social media pages such as Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. You can also create new folders and add your Canva designs into those folders. To create a new design, simply just click Create a Design. You can choose from the pre-selected designs such as Instagram post, which is 1080 by 1080. You can also use the custom size and you can also edit the photo from your computer. We're going to be using the custom size and we're going to make it 1280 by 720 because it's going to be a YouTube thumbnail. The first thing I always like to do is just rename my Canva design, so I'm just going to name it Canva thumbnail. As you can see, here's our blank canvas. At the top you can go back to the home. You can go to File, you can rename it, create a new design. You can add rulers and guides just like in Photoshop. You can save your project manually, but Canva already auto-saves all of your designs. You can save it to a specific folder. So in this case, I'm going to create a new folder. And as you can see, on the thumbnails, I have one item. You can check for comments, version history, you can make a copy, and you can download. You can resize your design to any custom size or choose one of these options. Say for instance you're creating an Instagram post but you also want to post on Facebook, then you can just choose Facebook post and then copy and resize and it will be in the Facebook post dimensions. And then there's also undo, but you can also just press Ctrl Z. At the top left is the share option where you can download your project, share a link to an external website, present and record. So you can record videos, you can create videos inside of Canva, you can publish it to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. You can invite others to edit or to use as a template. And if you click see all, you can see all the possible options. You can also schedule it, you can create a template, a website, embed, share link to watch, and all of these other options. On the left is multiple tabs and the first one is the templates. Here you can find pre-made templates you can choose from and then just edit so that you don't have to start from a blank canvas. You can preview the templates by just hovering your mouse over it, and as you can see it shows all of the different pages inside of this template. Say we want to use this one, we can just click and as you can see it shows all of the different pages. We can apply all of them or just one of them. As you can see, all of the pages are added and we can click and edit anything from each of the pages. You can also duplicate the page, you can delete the page, you can move the page down or up, and you can also just add a new page. At the bottom you can resize the page view, you can fit the page, you can fill it. I'm just going to choose 100%. You can also select grid view. This allows you to view all of the pages at the same time. Here you can drag them around. You can delete pages and you can also duplicate pages as well as add a new page. And then the next option is just for full screen. So you can actually use Canva as a presentation. So you do want to use Canva as a presentation. You can add animations by just clicking, going to animate, and then you can find multiple options to choose from. You can also animate the whole page, so just click on the page and you can animate everything simultaneously. Let's view as full screen, and if we go through it, as you can see, everything is animated. So this is a really easy way to do presentations. And we can also type in YouTube thumbnails and then just choose one of these templates and change it however you'd like to. The Upload tab allows you to upload images, videos and audio from your computer. Next is the Photos tab, where you can find thousands of stock free photos you can use. You can search for photos, or you can also use filters. So say for instance you don't have the Pro plan, you can just select free and apply the filters, and these are all free to use. Next is the Elements tab, where you can find multiple different shapes, frames, stickers, gradients, grids, all of these images. Say for example you want to use one of these, you just go to see all. Say for example I'm going to use this one. At the top you can see there's multiple color options, and you can change each one of these colors individually. There's also charts, which is quite useful. You can choose one of these charts and you can enter in the data individually, and it will automatically update. You can also again change the colors and just customize it to however you'd like. There's also stickers which are all animated, so you can export your image as a GIF. And another useful element is the frames. I'm going to be using this frame. You can resize it by just dragging at the sides. You can also change the position. You can send it backwards. You can align it. I'm going to align mine to the middle. Say for example you have an image you want to use. Go to Upload Media. You can also upload media from Instagram, Google Drive, Facebook and Dropbox. Just click on the device and select your image you want to upload and click to add. Now you can drag your image inside of the frame. So let's say you also want to use the phone. If you've downloaded an image, you can also just drag it onto Canva. Now I'm going to delete the text and add my own. You can go to the text tab and add a heading. You can choose one of these pre-made fonts. If you want to know the font name, just click on this menu and it will show you. But the shortcut we can use is just pressing T. Just type in your text. You can resize it as you'd like. Up here you can change the font. You can change the font size. You can change the font color. You can make it bold, italics and underline. You can also capitalize all of the words. And if you have a paragraph, you can also just align it. You can also add a bullet list, and you can adjust the spacing between lines and letters. I'm gonna use text effects. As you can see, there's multiple styles you can choose from. For example, the lift, it just lifts the font a little bit. And then shadow, it adds a shadow. And you also have the background tab, which is where you can change your background. I'm just going to use this gradient and then change the background color. You also have the folders tab, which is where you can find projects from your folder and import them. Lastly is the More tab. Here you can integrate different apps and websites. So for example, Pexels, which is another stock free photo website. You can search any pictures you'd like. You can also embed certain files. You can choose emojis, Facebook, upload from Instagram, Dropbox, Google Maps. You can also use GIFs from Giphy. You can also add videos from YouTube and all of these other options. To remove one of them from the tabs, just simply click on it and click this X. Say for example, I want my logo to be a transparent PNG. I just go to Effects. If you have the Pro version, you can just click Remove Background and it will remove the background automatically. Just click Apply. You can also add smart mockups. So say for example this phone, and it will add your image into the phone. You can also add shadows and frames and all of these other options. You can add a filter onto the image. You can adjust the colors, contrast, brightness. You can crop the image, and you can also flip the image. And on the right you can again change the position, you can copy the style, and you can also change the transparency. The link option is if you want to link it to, for example, a PDF or an external website. You can also lock this element. So now I cannot move this. You can also duplicate it and delete it. Now another thing you can do is add shapes. So say for example a rectangle, I'm just going to press R. Or you can just go to Elements and choose one of these shapes. I'm going to send this to the back. And to resize while keeping the dimensions, just holding Shift. You can also group certain elements if you're holding Shift and select them, and then just go to the top and select Group. And if you want to ungroup, just select Ungroup. I'm just going to drag this into the phone. I'm done with my thumbnail. I just added a few screenshots, changed the transparency, and now let's go ahead and download. So go to Share, and you can download as PNG, JPEG, PDF, SVG, and you can also resize it to any size you'd like. And if you want to export the file as a transparent PNG, you'll select PNG and select this transparent background. And you can also compress the file to lower quality and then just click download. And there you go. If you learned anything new, be sure to like this video and consider subscribing for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.